Hello, I'm Captain Jason Lee Straw, U.S. Air Force retired and former critical care air transport nurse. This is my wife, Shelley. She's a former ICU nurse, and we would like to review our meeting with Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita. First off, I'd like to thank one of our board members on INORML, Katherine, for setting up the meeting. She'd been working with him for months to get the meeting in place and to find out the questions that he had. And Shelley, how did you think the meeting went?
Well, I think Katherine came out very strong talking about the opioid addiction in Indiana and the death of her son, and also the economic impact on Indiana by seeing all the cars in the dispensaries in Michigan. So Katherine's testimony or story was very powerful. And I felt like they listened, they were compassionate, they asked great questions. They were very, very welcoming to us, which really surprised most of us, to be quite honest with you. Because we don't always get that reception, do we, Jason?
No, it can be quite hostile sometimes. Yeah. And I've run across that in some hearings.
Yeah.
The thing that really got me is Todd Rokita was well organized. He had questions that he gave us beforehand that he wanted to answer, which were questions like, how does cannabis deal with traffic safety? I answered that question very easily, very quickly by referencing the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, which said marijuana and cocaine has no increase in traffic accidents.
And he seemed pretty okay with that answer. He just like, oh, okay, wow. Let me see that. You looked at the research.
Yeah,
I looked at the research.
I put the reference on there so he could check it and verify it. The next question he had was workplace safety and testing. People that he talked to who own businesses are concerned about their employees' safety. It's hard to find employees in Indiana, so it's a valid concern to know.
Concern right now, especially.
To know first, can we identify if people are intoxicated with the substance, and then second, what can we do to determine the level of intoxication? We provided those links also to him, and he seemed fairly confident or appreciative of the information we gave him. The last question was treating opioid addictions. And that came out during the discussion because of Katherine's testimony. So
he asked, was it a gateway drug, correct?
Yes, he asked if it was a gateway drug. But Todd Rokita allowed us to go back, find the research, and then send him an email to his office so he could review it for later. Now, one of the references that we gave about gateway theory and opioid cannabis treatment, cannabis being used to treat opioids, we had
Dr. Uma. She is a Harvard graduate doctor who's not written an opioid prescription in 8 years, and she's amazing. I actually messaged her and asked if she would help, and she said definitely. She would definitely help us. So she gave us her email and her phone number so that we can give it to the Attorney General and his staff to get a hold of her.
And on this link, we will provide the references that we used to give Todd Rokita the information that he needed. So we hope you enjoyed this review and it was beneficial to you. And if you need to use any of it, feel free.
Thank you.
And we'll talk to you later.